I remember when I first moved to Las Vegas, I didn't know what to expect. It was just my wife, my one daughter Chayla, and myself.
We came here to open Chabad, and we came with all the energy, but, you know, what to really expect, nobody can know.
I started by working out of my home. The shul was in the back. Our living room served as a Hebrew school. But after a few months, we just ran out of room. And we realized that we have to look for a larger property. Property on Vista Drive, which was originally a home, we renovated it that it had 4 classrooms, a nice shul, a nice little kiddush room, a social hall. 3 years later, we realized this is not going to work. Our preschool was at maximum capacity, and that's when we started thinking about building a big Chabad center. And we went to individuals here in town who realized the important role Chabad plays in the survival and the education of the Jewish people, and they generously gave to us that our dream should become a reality. To get it going took a while, but finally, when they started moving dirt, and then we saw the slab and the framing, we were all excited.
Being a builder here in Las Vegas, the fastest growing city in the United States, the proudest moment I've had is being involved in developing a center for Chabad that will be here for many years to come.
It's an honor for us to have our names on this building. As a matter of fact, we're just as proud to have our names on this building as we are to have it on the Venetian.
When people ask me, what do I think is the key to our success? I tell them, I believe it was the bracha I received from the Rabbi the day before we left to Las Vegas to take up our permanent residence. The teachings and the philosophies of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, who has taught us that a Jew is a Jew, period, and wherever they may be in the 4 corners of the globe, go out there, educate them, inspire them, try to elevate the level of observance to one notch. I'm thankful for you.
Anybody who's concerned about Jewishness and about assimilation and about carrying on Jewish tradition should be supporting the Chabad organization, because they are the ones that keep it alive.
I see many times tears rolling down people's cheeks as they stand around the menorah and we do our dancing and they see the menorah burning here on Fremont Street, between the casinos, bringing in a little light, bringing in holiness. This is really a moving experience. We also have the very popular model matzah bakeries, where children get an opportunity to come and to have a hands-on experience of what matzah is, rolling, perforating them, baking their own matzah. And that's the way Passover Seder is more meaningful for them. With the Chabad philosophy of teaching and making things exciting, we run a shofar factory. The kids know of a shofar, but where does it come from? What is it made out of? By the kids touching, seeing, feeling, that makes it a lot more meaningful. They feel more connected to it. That brings some excitement. Our rabbis tell us that what God chose us for is to be holy, that we fulfill the mitzvahs that make us holy. And we at Chabad try to make it easier to attain that level of holiness. And therefore we got involved in making sure kosher food is readily available in town. We contacted Albertsons. We made an arrangement with them that they would bring in fresh kosher meat, which would be cut under the Chabad supervision. And that has evolved today where they have a large selection of kosher food. We also went and built a beautiful state-of-the-art mikveh, which should make it more comfortable for people to participate in the mitzvah of mikveh. Besides going to people's homes and hanging the mezuzah we make sure that the scroll that goes into that mezuzah is a kosher, handwritten scroll. And we have a scribe on staff who actually checks it with a magnifying glass to make sure that the scroll that's in the mezuzah is kosher.
Each person who supports Chabad does so for a reason that resonates for them. I made it one of my goals to bring great Torah scholars here. 6 or 7 times a year, we bring scholars to Las Vegas to raise the level of Kedusha here and for the message to go out to the world that here in Las Vegas, we have committed Jews and that spirituality is here.
Part of our mission to bring more education, we have an extensive publishing program. We send out newspapers. Before the holidays, we always would send out a holiday guide. We send various brochures, the Torah facts, email. All this is for those individuals who can't make it to us to study. It comes directly to their mail at their home to have the information of how to properly celebrate the holidays. Chabad likes to be at the cutting edge of technology, and therefore we've set up an extensive web page. Just with a click of a mouse, people can know the latest programs that are going on, what holiday is coming up. Most important, people who are out of town, who are thinking of moving to town, or just to come visit. They want to know what is available. All they have to do is go to our webpage. We always think of innovative ways how we could bring education, Jewish tradition to people. And we hit upon an idea, something that's called the Jewish superphone. You just dial a number, and you can hear from a story to a thought on the Parsha, things that make it very comfortable to learn in your own environment.
To hear a Jewish story, press 1.
Baal Shem Tov taught us that if you want to reach someone spiritually, you first have to make sure that physically he has all that he needs. And that's why Chabad also has an intense social program, from visiting people in the hospital to a little more intense. Unfortunately, there's some of our Jewish brethren in prisons. We're the volunteer chaplains to the prisons. We also make sure that one of our rabbis should visit the senior citizens' home before the holidays to bring some Yiddishkeit, to bring some happiness to some senior members who may not have any family. Chabad also has a special fund set up to help indigent people.
I'm a senior citizen, 68 years old, and I had a financial problem and had no one to turn to. I called Rabbi Harlig in Las Vegas, and he paid my dental care, which was almost $1,000.
I've noticed the unique mix of spirituality and supportive care. It has made the Chabad rabbis an integral component in psychosocial rehabilitation in the Jewish community.
I look at Chabad as being a community-wide outreach organization.
Chabad has many social programs as well as religious programs, which I personally attend as many as I can. Find that the contribution to the community is something that we desperately need.
We seek to connect every single Jew, no matter what level they are, to their neshama, to their Judaism. So we focused right away on adult education, classes, one-on-one.
It gives me a new perspective on problem solving and dispute solving in a different way from what we're used to.
To teach them the Torah, to teach them our tradition.
When Rabbi Shea Harlig came to this town, I was delighted and volunteered my support. And I'm so proud of the achievements of Chabad in this community. I think that all of us who feel deeply about Judaism have to support the Chabad and the wonderful work that it does.
There's something in the area of the spirit, of the heart, that exists here.